Oh, good morning, everybody. And as you'll notice, I ain't in the parking lot. Yeah, I just wanted to stop by real quick. Yeah, my Lady G's got some folks coming into town a little bit later today, and plus I got some audio projects to catch up on. I know a lot of people are like, "Where's that chapter of Murder on the Tanya?" Whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, I have no idea when that's coming out." I've been so busy working on Time to Pull the Weeds. I've been trying to get it done. So I decided, screw it. I'm playing hooky. I haven't done that in a while, so. Ugh. I'm shocked I made it this long with this many paid days left for the year. They're usually gone in a flash. Okay, so we're 4 days out from, of course, Jodie Whittaker's final episode. And, of course, as you've seen in the comment box, and I decided to let this guy rant his mouth off because he's digging himself a deeper hole with every post he's putting up. The doctor, oh my God, I blanked out there for a second. Oh, Power of the Doctor, is simulcasting in New Zealand. Yeah, you're right. And yet BBC America is going to show it at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And they, I'd love to see the list of people complaining to, the BBC America, what do you call it? Like I said, I got nothing personal against the Adipose guy. I was just messing around, mainly with his name. I do that with everybody. But the thing is, he got caught clickbaiting. It's just something that's, they're telling fans, look, I got this. Well, meanwhile, they don't have anything. It was a thumbnail. And thumbnails, I make thumbnails every day, for videos, or, at least a couple times a week. It could be an image that they created. It might not even be part of that scene. So that's the ironic thing. Yet, and also they didn't say regeneration image. They didn't say thumbnail. They all said regeneration scene leaked. And that's misleading the people. It's misleading you folks out there. It's like trying to say, we have top secret knowledge that Yoli was obtained through... No, it wasn't. It was an image, and it was a thumbnail. It's like I said, I have nothing... There's only a couple people on planet Earth I really have personal issues with. And they know who they are, because... well, the thing is, I have a right to personal days, so he can watch this channel all he wants. I get 5 of them a year, and I haven't used half of them, so I just used the personal day for today. So, I'm not faking an illness or anything like that, which a lot of people tend to do these days. I didn't call up and tell them I'm barfing up a lung or anything. I'm allowed to take personal days. I get 5 a year. And I said, I die laughing when I look at other countries, I think in France you get like a month paid vacation right at the beginning of your job, and I get like 2 weeks, and I get a third week maybe after I think my 20th year, which is a couple of years off it. But like I said, I saw his post on the channel, and I'm sitting there thinking, you've been watching my videos for years, yet you never once commented. I have never seen your name pop up the subscriber list. Maybe I missed it because there are 5,000 plus names in there. But I'm like, folks, that's just a classic guilt trip. I've seen it pulled on me 100 times. I was such a devout follower till you dared call me out on my bullshit. That's been done to me so many times since I started this thing in 2011. It's like, next. Yeah, I don't like polls. Because, or my other, Mark, you brought up a good one. Here's the other one I can't stand seeing. Rank your favorite doctors from best to least. Or rank your companions from best to least. And I'm like, really? Because I think whose favorite companion and all that is up to the individual. And also, like I said, I had to explain one night why I don't have a particular favorite doctor. These are all different people portraying different aspects of a individual. And they've all brought something to the plate. They've all brought different aspects. And he goes, all right, fine, then name them. And I did. I named from all the way up to Peter Capaldi at the time they asked us. What aspects I liked of their character, of their portrayal of the Doctor. So, okay, I'm glad he published a book, but anybody can publish a book these days. Like I said, I'm not kidding. I have friends of mine who self-published books all over the place. It's not a mean feat anymore. It's not like you have to go to a publisher and, get approval. But if you did go to a publisher and get approval, hey, you must have done something right, because I think even Dr. Seuss got turned down I can't remember how many times before he got his first book out. But yeah, here's the thing, though. I don't like picking favorite showrunners either, Terrence. And the reason why is because each showrunner was under a different set of circumstances for whatever era they're in. Like, we were all really, I knew a friend of mine who bashed John Nathan Turner to death. He says, John Nathan Turner should have left. He stayed on too long. He's the reason Doctor Who died besides Michael Gray. Then we find out years later from Sophie Aldred that, she found out that if the BBC told John Nathan Turner, when you leave, Doctor Who's done. If you go, it goes. And that's why he stayed so long. Is because he didn't want to see the show die. And I think that's one of the reasons Chibnall took over when he did. A lot of people are harping on Chibnall, and I'm like, guys, let's go back to the beginning of the new series here. Russell T Davies had his duds. Moffat had duds. And, of course, Chibnall had duds. Every showrunner has good episodes, great episodes, and then they have the ones that, look good on paper, but the second they went out onto the screen, it just did not work. I asked John Michael Straczynski about that. Or JMS. I keep forgetting what the J stands for. Sorry about that. But Gray 17 is missing or whatever. He said that one looks so great on paper, or my other one, I die laughing, was when they asked Bruce Campbell or something, why he ended up in a dud like Congo, and he's like, okay, let me tell you this: you've been offered a chance to do a role in an A-list studio movie. It's based off a Michael Crichton novel. Which, they just had that major hit with, Jurassic Park. The fellow doing the cinematography is the same guy who won an Oscar for Empire of the Sun. For his work on that. And you think, okay, I'm definitely signing up for this. And he goes, well, it didn't work out so well. I don't know. I like Congo. Like I said, I've watched it a few times. We even did a review of it on here. And of course, everybody's like, well, Bruce needs to come back. Bruce needs to come back. Folks, Bruce said years ago that if they, whenever they cancel Ash vs. Evil Dead, he's done. Come on, he's in his 60s now. Is it Joe? I don't know why I keep thinking it's John. And I know better. But thank you, Kosh. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that Kosh had a last name. Yeah, Kosh Naranik. I have the action figure over here in the case. And I thought that was always interesting. When they released his action figure, yeah, they had a full name on it. What, Soph? Speaking of Sophie, she's standing here in the hallway, giving me the look like, why aren't you going to work? Hey, Dopey. Come on. Everybody's asking how you are, baby girl. Oh, come here. Come here. I want huggies. Oh, God. You're getting so big. See, there she is. Now, let's see if I can... Right. There, make that bigger. See, there she is. For you folks asking about Sophie. Hey. Hi, Sophie. I just want everybody to see how pretty you are. Yeah, Sophie's 13 years old. She doesn't hop up or hop around as much as she used to, but God, you should see her chase a laser pointer. Well, was it a title? Okay, I have somewhere buried around this house, and it came out years ago. It was this Guide to Babylon 5, came on CD-ROM. Because I still have the music disc that came with it. And that was the Best of Babylon 5. Yep, Sophie's got to be an old girl, but she can still run around when she has to. Yeah, her and the boy are interesting to watch because, Oreo's 7 and she's 13. But she still holds her own when she has to.
Oh, she beats him up and throws him into the furniture.
Oh, you've done it now. She weirded out because she saw Lady G come around the corner. See, the thing is, every few days we have to clean out Sophie's right ear with saline, and because she had an ear infection for a bit, so she thinks when she sees Mommy coming around the corner, it's time to clean her ear, which she don't like. Trust me, one day I made the mistake of holding her while she cleaned her ear. I forgot to put a shirt on. I think I still have the marks. So that's why she kind of freaks out. She's like, wait, you're not doing my ear. Yeah, like I said, I liked her portrayal of the Doctor because when Capaldi left, the Doctor was at the point of giving up. And then when Jodie's Doctor came in, it was like, refilled kind of like the empty hope vessel. She was full of hope. Trying to stay, positive about the future. Everybody wanted to see Jodie go to the dark side, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if that would have worked for her, Well, that's okay. We all have a tear in our eye when we see a Doctor go. It's like Bill Potts said back in Twice Upon a Time. Letting go of the Doctor is so hard. And yeah, Sophie had ear mites a while back, and yeah, the vet took care of those, and we took her in not too long ago, and yeah, they discovered she had an ear infection. So that, we've been trying to keep her ears cleaned and all that because we don't want it to get, infected. And Oe's a butthead. Hi,
so. Say we got a cow in the hallway.
Hi, Oreo. Yeah, Oreo's my big 7-year-old.
Rough estimate on how long he is from the top of his head to his butt, approximately 26 inches long. And that's not an accurate measure, that's close.
Yeah. Okay, I was just making sure I had a. I'm on the wrong profile. And Facebook's being a butt face. Okay, I hate this new system on Facebook. It sucks. Okay, oh, there they are. What are you doing? Get. Sorry, my one program went wacky. There we go. Shut that down. All right. Let me get my ugly face out of the camera here. Sci-fi store. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. The Fallout TV series I know has been running on schedule. I know they were taking a break from filming for a bit on that. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong thing. Well, I probably just screwed that all up. Okay. I'll fix that later. All right. There's my cat children. Ugh. Yeah, I've seen clips of Antigone that they had up on YouTube for a bit. And like I said, I don't see how anybody could say she's not a professional actress other than they just didn't want anybody minus, sans testicles on in the role. But there's my thing. Oreo there, yeah, he's like over 2 feet long or something like that. Okay, we'll move over there. All right. But no, I haven't done a whole lot of Fallout videos, really, compared to some out there. There's a lot of people who have entire channels donated to Fallout. I know Oxhorn's done like series for every Fallout back in creation. If you ever been by his channel and you want to see, different types of, Fallout playouts, I like watching his videos because he goes into the lore and things like that. I know Juicehead has some, and all. That's just a couple of names I remember off the top of my head for Fallout videos. I just touched on it every now and then because the system I have, I think it's because of the graphics card I have that came with it, is not exactly up to par for doing that kind of stuff. Oregon keeps you on your toes. No, that's an autocorrect from Lady G there. Yeah, Oreo's the black and white cat, yeah. That was the name he had when we got him, and we decided to keep it because it just fit him. Yeah, Sophie's what you call it, a tiger tabby, and Oreo is, of course, a tuxedo. I shut off Rings of Power. I didn't make it through episode 1, or I barely made it through episode 1. The thing is this. It's not like you can collaborate with J.R.R. Tolkien himself on the origins of his own characters. And sadly, the audio plays are going too slow for my liking. I've been spending a lot of time on Fallout, playing Fallout. It seems like every other week I discover a new mod that captures my interest, or I go back to a settlement and say, okay, I want to do this here, here, and here. I started like 2 new settlements. I got probably well over, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised I have like 40 settlements right now on Fallout. And so Well, stay in touch, Grant. Like I said, there may be something coming up soon. You know, if contact me through the Dr. Freedom, Facebook page, or we'll set something up. Like I said, I just I don't know. I just lost my inspiration for Murder on the Chitanya. It's been going on way longer than I originally planned. Plus, I had a cast member or two drop out, and I was rewriting a bunch of stuff, and next thing you know, I've lost track of the whole plot myself. So it's like, yeah, we quit watching House of the Dragon after like episode 2 because it was so predictable. It's like, okay, oh yeah, oh look, I didn't get picked to be the next king, yada, yada, yada. And it's not because of Matt Smith's acting or anything like that. He's doing a really decent job in there, but, it's the same old thing. And I died laughing because they put trigger warnings and stuff like that on these episodes, and I'm like, guys, if you have sat and watched Game of Thrones and don't know what you're going to get when you see House of the Dragon, which is a direct prequel to the Game of Thrones, if you ain't realized by now, there's going to be blood, there's going to be gore, there's going to be sex, there's going to be Rudy nudies running all over the screen, then it's like, you should know that by now. Meanwhile, this is what made me die laughing. Here's one for you. We were watching an episode of The Walking Dead not too back, and it had a nudity warning on it. And I'm like, the nudity, get ready for this, was when they were strip searching the one character, Princess. It's basically her from here up and her arms. That was the nudity warning. I'm like, are you kidding me? Naked arms and a shoulder for a nudity warning? Like, you gotta love this place. But yeah, Walking Dead sadly is almost over. And if I showed you the ratings on The Walking Dead, how far they've fallen, that's why I die laughing when I hear all these sudden armchair experts out there about the BARV on the British overnights and stuff like that. It's like, trust me. It's always a possibility the fugitive doctor may pop back up, but I've heard nothing about Joe Martin have anything to do with this thing. Okay, it's time to pull the weeds is like getting there. It's getting close. I want to try to have it done within the next 2 weeks. That's the one that's been really keeping my concentration focused. I was going to work on that a bit this morning because that's getting towards the end. And like I said, it was originally supposed to be like the Ajax incident or the day the sky turned green. It was just supposed to be telling the story, and the next thing you know, it turned into me doing all the voices for characters for a story, and it went from being something that may have been 10, 15 minutes long to probably about a half hour at this point. Okay, so and no, you see, no, the thing is with audios, I work on them in my spare time. B, I'm a dead-on perfectionist when it comes to, I do the best I can with the audio I have. And, like I said, I'll run, I drive Lady G mad, because I will listen to a recording 50 times to make sure I think it sounds correct. And then I'll let it go. I'll double-check all the dialogue to make, does it sound like something that character would say or something like that, and I'll double-check it, recheck it. And then, okay, how's the quality? Can you hear what the person's saying? Is there going to be any background music? So, and I'm a one-person deal. on the audio editing and stuff like that. So that's why it takes so long. Also, I have to keep my attention focused, which is not easy. Okay, now Shining 80s I didn't like. It's too long, it's too boring. Every time I've watched it, I've fallen asleep halfway in. I don't know. Like I said, I like Dr. Sleep. I love that movie. Yeah, they did with Ewan McGregor, the sequel to it, Dr. Sleep. I enjoyed that. But I didn't like the 80s Shining. I was like, this is supposed to be scary. Okay. It's long, it's slow, and it's just boring to me. I hate to say it, but there's been a lot of Kubrick movies I just can't figure out. Like 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's a really good movie if you can stay awake to it. I'm not kidding. He draws everything out so long. Oh. It took me at least a dozen times to watch 2001 and make it all the way through it awake. It's just... Well, I like the TV movie It. I like the current incarnation of It. I like the one they did just a little while back. I really enjoyed that as well. Well, if you ever watched the one that was made back in the, I think it was the late 80s, early 90s. That one was made for TV, so they had to tone a lot of that down. They really had to tone it down. But if you watch the one that came out just a couple of years ago with, what is it? Great. I always get my Skarsgård family guys mixed up. As it, like I said, Tim Curry as Pennywise was, incredible. The latest fella, I think it was Alan. Was it Alan Skarsgård played the latest incarnation? I knew it was a Skarsgård. He was really good as Pennywise the Clown. Really good. So that one they did not too long ago was really good. It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2. Because you can't really tell that story all in one sitting. Because there's that one huge part, of course, it takes place when they're kids. And then they come back later as adults. So it was really fitting. I was glad they did that. Where, they did the same thing as they did with the miniseries, but way back in the day. Where they split it into 2 complete chapters. Because that's how the book is told, basically. Oh yeah, that latest version of The Stand that came out? Shit. Not only did they have Amber Heard in it, but they completely screwed up all the characters. It really made me sad, too, because I was really looking forward to... Oh, great. Give me a minute. I believe Alexander Skarsgård. He also played Eric Northman on True Blood. He was really good from what I saw him as Randall Flagg. But I didn't make it 3 episodes in because I was like, okay, you've taken Stu Redman and you turned him into an ex-military guy, which he was not in the book. Amber Heard, from what I heard, she's going to be selling pencils where Matt Smith used to be on the corner. Maybe even selling more than just pencils. We won't discuss the kind of wood she'll be peddling.
Amber Heard is being sued by a bunch of people.
That's why I said
and Johnny Depp is taking her back to court.
Like I said, she's going to be down on the corner where Matt Smith used to sell pencils.
She's actually traveling right now.
Matter of fact,
she's traveling right now under different names.
Yeah. Get out of here. It's the Dr. Freedom Show. It ain't the Lady G Show.
It's my show. I just let you do it.
If you want your own show, go...
I ain't got time to start mine up right now.
Yeah. Okay, so, matter of fact, if Amber's watching, which I highly doubt, Amber Heard, if you're out there. Karen Gillan needs a new person to clean her pool and, mow her yard. Because, Matt's kind of busy on House of the Dragon right now. So, once you hit the skids, I'm sure she'll float you like maybe $20 a week or so. Oh, yeah, Johnny Depp's lawyer. Yeah, beautiful lady. Very intelligent. I'm not kidding. I'd put her up against, if they could resurrect Johnny Cochran, I would put her up against Cochran any day of the week. If it don't fit, you must acquit. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Oh. She did, yeah, his legal team did an amazing job completely demolishing, Amber Heard. Because it was all a lie. And the best part was, you can see those moments when Amber Heard's on the stand, and you old people know what I'm talking about here in a minute. I thought for a second she was going to pull out a pair of ball bearings and start running them back and forth in her hand and go, it was the strawberries. That's where I had them. The strawberries. I'm not kidding. No, the Lady G's not allowed to have her own show. She's too busy with her domestical duties. Domestic. What? Science. What's she gonna do a show about her? Have her vacuum cleaner? No. Nah, it's gonna be putting up with Dr. Freedom. I would not be the least bit surprised if there is some kind of movie deal about the whole thing, because it's so damn dirt obvious now. Heard was lying out her butt. And the worst part is she threw herself on her own sword. It was part of the agreement that, matter of fact, and this is something they should never have let happen. But then again, they probably just wanted it because they knew she'd blow it sooner or later. That Johnny Depp's lawyers were not allowed to mention any of his previous relationships, and they weren't allowed to bring in any of his previous girlfriends. But then what does Amber Heard do? Mentions Kate Moss. Sorry, rebuttal witness. Ching. No, there's not much going on in the world of Doctor Who other than a thumbnail. It wasn't a leaked regeneration scene. I die laughing when the people are still going, it was still technically a leak. Guys, I make thumbnails every day. Okay, for various things. That could be a completely contrived picture. It does not necessarily have to be a picture out of that scene. And also, as you saw in yesterday's video, they didn't say regeneration image. They all said regeneration scene leaked. Because they were trying to suck in the videos. Or suck in the video hit clicks, the hits. They're clickbaiting. Columbo, I watched many years ago. Someone asked me, I did like the new Dune movie. Now, the Doctor is, I don't know, it could be, I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you, Mark. There has been rumors going around for a while that she may fall into the water, and then you see regeneration energy, and then that's where it cuts. So he may not be wrong on that. There have been rumors about that. I really haven't talked about it that much because I can't substantiate them. I don't have anything to either confirm or deny that's even going to happen. The cliffside thing I heard many times. That it's going to take place on some kind of cliff face. Now in the background, is that Cyber Eyes Gallifrey? I'd like to think so. Yeah, he's never been on the chat. He's never commented. I don't remember seeing his name as being subscribed. If he was, he isn't now. And like I said, they always pull that I've been watching for years stuff. How dare you? I've been supporting you for years. Really? When did that happen? Ugh. Well, folks, I have been ranting on long enough. This has been 35 minutes, which you normally only get about 15 in the morning. I don't want to spoil you too much. That, and I got to go deposit my payload of life here in a few minutes, and I want eggs. I want eggs. I'm in the mood for egg sandwich. I'm not begging for it on the air. No. Okay. 35 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, normally we'd be on for about 15. Okay, so we're at T-minus 4 days till Jodie Whittaker's regeneration. I wonder if, Ace Creeper is going to do another thing where he's in his shorts with the strategically located mirror so you can sit there and watch his naked legs bounce up and down. I don't know. Yeah, it's easy to be an ace and a creeper when you have inside info. All right. Of course. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're going to show up claiming they've been a fan for years and all that. I once did a podcast with him and somebody else, and of course, I don't know if it was something I said but oh no, it didn't save the podcast, so it's not up. Like, really? Yeah, we'll talk about that later, Mark, about that whole thing. Yes, he does. All right, let's just say a certain individual had the clip for Jodie's first episode leaked. Yeah, he did it. I had a friend of mine who went on the air and talked about it. Like I said, it got passed around to a couple people, and then they got kind of. And also, go look on his channel. He has a video where he claims to have been on set during the filming of the one special. And okay, let me give you an example for how I know something's going on. When they had the Series 11 premiere, they had a thing where you won a contest. I'm not saying that on the air, Mark, but and you got things so you could be on the red carpet at the premiere. Not only did he magically get a thing where he showed up for the red carpet, but he also has pictures of himself inside the building. He got pulled inside, got to watch the premiere. He has pictures of himself with Bradley Walsh, Chris Chibnall in the lobby of the building. Makes me wonder. So yeah, that's what I mean. No, not Tharies. I'm not talking about Tharies. I'm talking about Ace Creeper. My wife, yeah, he'll Ace Creeper. So right there, I'm like, okay, that's probably another one of the ones who's informing the BBC on me behind my back, probably. At least that's my theory. Everybody's against me, man. I know it. It was the strawberries. We'll talk about that more at a later date. I have got to get going. So take care, everybody. I'll catch you on the flip side. Enjoy your Tuesday. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. You're right. Thank you. It seems like Tuesday. I don't know why. Also, I'm halfway asleep. Normally, I'd be at work right now, and I'd be kind of still halfway asleep, but just working. All right, take care, everybody. I'll catch you on the flip side. We'll